Good evening. Sorry I'm late. I was having a drink at the Hogshead and lost track of time, so don't mind the beer. It will be our little secret. Now, I've called this meeting as your head of house to discuss future Wizarding World careers that you could pursue after graduation and what classes you could take to help you for those interests of yours in your 6th and 7th year. Now, as of this point, have you figured out what you would like to do after graduation? No? Okay, that's fine. That's why we're here to discuss. So let us begin. There's a select few careers that you could pursue with having little or no education, and if you don't perform that well in the exams, these are some that you could go for. You could become a seer, which in your case isn't a possibility since you don't have a single drop of seer blood in you. That's something you have to have born with. And you could also pursue to become a professional Quidditch player. Now, as I understand, you've been on our house Quidditch team since your 2nd year. Is that something you plan on pursuing all the way through your 7th year? Okay, good. So that could be an option for you if you don't want to go down an academic career path. Now, you could always become a small business owner, but starting off just out of school, you don't have the experience or the money to do that, so you would start off as an apprentice. So this is the most recommended advice I give to my students that are pretty much undecided with their career choice, because you could pursue any area of magic, essentially, whether it's studying under a wand maker or work at a magical menagerie with various magical creatures. So it's really limitless in that regard. Now, up to this point, do you have any questions for me? No? Okay, let's continue. Now, there's other jobs and careers that students that have average grades can still be a part of, and those would be being an amateur herbologist. I must warn you that you really have to have a great passion for that, because very few people go down that path, and you definitely need an outstanding in that class. You could become a magical historian. History of magic would be the primary class for that. I understand you're still taking that, and if you're not the most confident in your spell work, that could be somewhere that you could shine. And also, you could become a magical creature specialist. If you want to work with animals practically, you don't really necessarily need a job for that. You could go out and pursue your favorite magical creature that interests you and really go to their natural habitat to become an expert. So there's very, very many options for students that aren't at the top tier of their class. Now, not to knock on the previously mentioned careers and jobs, but there's a select few that only take the best. You have to have top grades in your OWLs and Newts. And right off the bat, any entry-level employee for the Ministry of Magic, or if you want to get into the government, they only take the best. And if you do qualify with your grades and performances, you still need to take a character and aptitude test when applying for any job in any of the 7 departments at the Ministry of Magic. So, like I said, there are 7 departments at the Ministry, as you are well aware. Let me just go over them. So, there's nothing left on the table here. There's the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. There's the Department of Magical Cooperation. There's the Department of Mysteries, of course. There's the Department of Magical Transportation. There's the Department of Magical Accidents and Catastrophes. Let's see, did I overlook any other ones? There's the Department of Magical Games and Sports if you want to take your Quidditch, your liking for Quidditch down a non-player route, you could still be involved in the game in some practical way off the field. And the Department for the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures, if you want to deal with magical creatures but still be part of the Ministry family. So I believe I covered all those. And what other ones? Curse Breakers, they only take the best. You need top grades in that. There's also Healers. You can work for St. Mungo's, and you need outstanding grades in all of your classes, no exceptions. And then last but certainly not least is professors. Now, that could be one of the most rewarding professions that are out there, and speaking from experience, being a professor isn't just about the ins and outs of the subject you're teaching, but also having connections with people and being a real, very approachable person helps. But that's another one that I recommend to my undecided students, because there's a wide variety of subjects that could be taught, and Hogwarts is almost always hiring every year, so that's always one to keep in the back of your mind. Now, that's pretty much it. You're going to be taking your OWLs very soon, so I know you've been taking magical creatures and Muggle studies since your third year, so those would be very good, not only at the Ministry, but in really any focused study with magical creatures or dealing with Muggles, whether it's upholding the Statute of Secrecy or some other subtle job with them. But that's all that I got for you today with the Wizarding World jobs and careers that are out there. Pretty much my office is open to you at any time you want to talk more at length, but thank you for meeting me here, and cheers.